Happy beloved Friday baseball game day, Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans. Yes, guys, it is finally Friday, so happy beloved Friday. Also happy Saturday Eve and weekend Eve. And let me just ask you Chicago Cub baseball fans one question, and that one question is, doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Friday afternoon as a Chicago Cub baseball fan, or what? Doesn't it feel great to be alive? Okay, Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans, we are going to talk about something first that happened 10 years ago today. Believe it or not, 10 years ago today was my last day as a senior in high school. Yes, you're right. May 15th of 2016 was yours truly last day of high school as a senior. And the only reason I know that is because of my younger brother, Casey. He reminded me. But I want to talk about something that happened to the Chicago Cubs 10 years ago today at the friendly confines. They were taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates, guys. And the reason I want to talk about this for a little bit is because the game ended in a very unique way. It would be Matt Caesar. You probably remember Matt Caesar, although he did not get a lot of time at the big league level with the Chicago Cubs. But Matt Caesar, guys, would end up winning the game for the Cubbies 10 years ago today on a Friday afternoon in the beautiful city of Chicago, Illinois. And he would not hit a walk-off home run. He would actually hit a blooper to right field. Now, the right fielder 10 years ago today was Gregory Polanco. And the catch, it was a catchable ball by 89%. But what made this a walk-off Cubs win and singing, "Hey Chicago, what do you say?" These Chicago Cubs would win 2 days because the Pittsburgh Pirates right fielder Gregory Polanco slipped trying to run for the ball again. It was 89% catchable. And Gregory Polanco, within his first 3 steps, would actually slip. And the ball would go boop right in front of him. And next thing you knew, the Chicago Cubs walked it off. And what a crazy day that was. It was, again, yours truly last day as a senior, guys. And it was really knowledgeable. You know, I look back at that, guys, and I am not criticizing Gregory Polanco one bit, okay? Because Gregory Polanco, when he was with the Pittsburgh Pirates, he did a lot of amazing things. He made a lot of great plays. He made plays in the outfielder that I never could not even make when I was in Little League, you know. He lost his balance and he lost his footing, which are 2 things that kind of made the ball go bloop right in front of him. And next thing you knew, it was just a nightmare and a disaster. And those 2 mistakes that he made in less than 3 seconds would be the reason that the Chicago Cubs would walk it off and sing, "Hey Chicago, what do you say? Your Cubbies have won today. But, again, guys, Gregory Polanco, 10 years ago was not the everyday right fielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He would end up playing a lot of left field and right field, kind of mixing it up a little bit. But, he made mistakes and the ball went boom, right in front of him. And next thing you knew, it cost the Pittsburgh Pirates the ball game. But that was 10 years ago. If we're going down memory lane on a pre-game show, and again, it was Matt Caesar that was the one that would walk it off for the Cubbies. Now, the crazy thing, guys, about Matt Caesar, I don't know if you guys remember him that much. Like I said, he did not get a lot of opportunities at the MLB level with the Chicago Cubs. He was one of those guys that was like a bench player, but he had a lifetime of a 301 batting average when he pinch hitted for the Chicago Cubs. Think about it. When he came off the bench for the Cubbies, he had a 301 batting average. He was leading the National League in a batting average coming off the bench to pinch hit. And really, guys, he hit the ball there. The velocity off the bat was not even 40 miles an hour. So you're probably saying, well, how in the world could a ball get hit off the bat less than 40 miles an hour and still go right in front? Well, maybe one of it was pure luck. I don't know. But I guess the other one would be that number one, guys, Gregory Polanco was what I would call over rushing the ball. He was knowing that it was 89. He knew it was 89% catchable, and yet he still made a very small mistake. Like I said, we all make mistakes, but it would end up costing the Pirates the ball game. And you know what? To go down memory lane and say that the Chicago Cubs had one of the most weirdest but amazing walk-offs 10 years ago today is just something I had to talk about on the pre-show. So there you guys go. Maybe some of you guys actually remember it. Maybe some of you don't. But I would like to know down below in the comment section if you remember that walk-off. Please be honest. If you don't remember it, it's okay. But it did happen on this day 10 years ago. And just out of curiosity, it was yours truly last day in high school as a senior. I was a couple weeks away from being a part of the class of 2016 to graduate Mountain View High School here in Idaho. But again, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because my younger brother Casey called me up and he's like, you got to look at what happened to the Chicago Cubs 10 years ago. I was planning a Battle of Chicago pregame show, and then my younger brother Casey was like, you got to do it the right way. You got to bring up something that you think the Chicago Cub YouTube universe would like. So, again, there you guys go. Something that is a fun fact, I guess you could call. And yeah, so now that is out of the way, guys, let's get into the Battle of Chicago. All right, sorry, Chicago Cub Nation. I don't really like this angle, so I'll try to make it short, simple, and sweet. But yes, guys, tonight is game one of a 3-game series to begin the end of this road trip for the Chicago Cubs. But it will kind of feel like a home game. And it's because the game is going to be played in Chicago, Illinois. However, it will be played on the south side of Chicago. We are in game one of the Crosstown series here in 2026. Your game one Friday night pitching matchup, Eduardo Cabrera will go for the Cubbies, and it will be Sean Burke going for the White Sox. Now, this is the very first time that the White Sox and the Cubs are playing each other in the Crosstown Series with both teams at a 500 winning percentage or above since 2019. And no, we are not counting the COVID pandemic season of 2020. So that was a little fun fact for it too, guys. But the Cubs Friday night Battle of Chicago starting lineup is now available, and it is released by Cubs manager Craig Counsell. Here it is. Leading off at second base will be Nico Horner. Batting second at first base will be Michael Busch. Batting third at third base will be Alex Bregman. Batting fourth in left field will be Ian Happ. Batting fifth in right field will be Seiya Suzuki. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros. Batting seventh and catching, Carson Kelly. Batting eighth in center field, P. Crow Armstrong. Batting ninth at shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And like I said, on the mound on a Friday night, Eduardo Cabrera. Now guys, like I said, the little fun fact, for the first time since 2019, both the Cubs and the White Sox are at a 500 winning percentage or above. And, even though it did happen in 2020, again, we are not counting the pandemic season. So here's my question. Obviously, as we go into tonight's game, the 2026 Chicago White Sox, they're a better club than they were last year. No doubt about it. But my question is, it's City Connect night for the White Sox, okay? And the Chicago White Sox City Connect unis are the colors of the Chicago Bulls. My question to you, Cub Nation, is, are you guys a fan of the City Connect uniforms for the White Sox, or are you not a fan? I would like to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. All right, guys, I have a lot of questions getting asked, like, how is my younger brother Casey doing in AAA Iowa? He's doing good, living day by day, can't really complain a whole lot. And I a lot of people have asked me, your brother's not getting a lot of playing time down in AAA Iowa, and why is that? The answer, I literally don't know. I don't know if I mentioned this on the channel, but my brother Casey is a emergency catcher on the Iowa Cubs roster. So I really cannot give you the exact reason why. But I can say, guys, he's going out, putting a smile on his face, doing everything he really needs to do to be a part of the Iowa Cubs staff. And that's really all he can do, not really a whole lot I can say there, but he's really having a good time, Again, like I said, the last time he was an Iowa Cub prior to 2026 was just a few months after he got drafted. He would spend the last 2 weeks of the regular season in 2021 with the Iowa Cubs. He only started 1 game that year, and he never got on base. So, but he's enjoying it, guys. The way he looks at it, he is possibly 1 phone call away from getting called up to Chicago. Obviously, if he gets that call, my mom and our family would definitely be going. His girlfriend, Whitney, would definitely be going. She's going to be at his game tonight, but I don't know if he's in the starting lineup tonight. But it'll be his first time his girlfriend gets to see him since January. It's been a long time. Don't ask me literally how they make it work, because I don't know. Like, at all. I just do not know. So, But yeah, there you guys have it and all that. But you know what? I'll be doing a post-game show. So after the game. So if there's anything in tonight's post-game show you want to see, let me know down below in the comment section. But other than that, drop a like if you enjoyed. And as always, go Cubs go. Let's get a win tonight. And I'll see you guys on the post-game show.